The fuel situation in the UK is starting to improve, PM Boris Johnson has said, as he urged motorists to fill up their cars in the normal way.
He said the situation on the forecourts was stabilizing, and people should be confident to go about their business.
The Petrol Retailers Association also said there were early signs the pressure was starting to ease after days of queues and pump closures.
Labour said the government had let the country crash from crisis to crisis.
With some drivers continuing to face difficulties in refueling, there have been calls for key workers, such as health and social care staff, to receive priority at the pumps.
As the Prime Minister made his first public comments on the fuel supply problems, he was asked if he supported prioritising workers such as NHS staff, responding that, with things stabilising, the best thing is, we stabilise in the normal way.
Meanwhile, the Defense Secretary has approved a request for 150 military tanker drivers to help deliver fuel to petrol stations. Details of where they will be deployed are expected to follow on Wednesday.
Mr. Johnson said he sympathized with people who had been unable to get fuel over recent days, calling it frustrating and infuriating.
What we're hearing from the industry is the situation at forecourts is stabilizing, he said.
I would just urge everyone to go about their business in the normal way and fill up when you need it.
A government source confirmed reports that 16% of all petrol stations were now fully supplied with fuel, compared to 10% at the weekend during some of the worst of the fuel rush.
The source said that 40% of petrol stations being fully supplied was a more normal figure before the rush on fuel.
The Petrol Retailers Association, which represents nearly 5,500 of the UK's 8,000 stations, said around 37% of its sites had run out of fuel, compared with two-thirds being without on Sunday.
PRA Executive Director Gordon Balmer said, with regular restocks taking place, this percentage of petrol stations with fuel is likely to improve further over the next 24 hours.
There are early signs that the crisis at pumps is ending, with more of our members reporting that they are now taking further deliveries of fuel.
Fuel stocks remain normal at refineries and terminals, although deliveries have been reduced due to the shortage of HGV drivers.
The government has said people needlessly buying fuel has led to queues at many forecourts, with fuel running out in some places.
The UK is estimated to be short of more than 100,000 lorry drivers, causing problems for a range of industries, including food suppliers and supermarkets, in recent months.
The Prime Minister said panic buying of petrol followed a slightly misleading account of the shortages of lorry drivers, which caused an understandable surge in public demand.
He said, the actual number of lorry drivers that were short in that particular sector isn't very big. But generally there is a shortage in that profession around the world.
Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer said he had talked to hauliers earlier in the day and was told that the government was in denial over the problems.
These were their words. They said, it's a government that is denying there's a problem, then blaming somebody else, and then coming up with a half-baked plan.
He said the government should give priority to key workers to get petrol and issue enough visas to deal with the shortage of lorry drivers.
The government has reduced the country to chaos as we crash from crisis to crisis. And the government is not gripping this, he said.